everyone, and welcome back to our second episode of our Sage Stories of Resilience series. I'm Becca.
And I'm Chase, and we're here to lead you through another showcase of resiliency in Central Oregon business.
It is great to be back to look at more business stories and hear about how they have overcome the obstacles that 2020 has thrown at them.
Back in December, we heard from both established and new businesses alike. This included St. Charles, Mosaic Medical, Webfoot, Tower Theater, and many more.
If you have not seen our first video release, make sure you go and watch it to get the full tour of resiliency in Central Oregon.
Now, without further ado, we would like to start off by again thanking our wonderful sponsors for their help in pulling off this video series.
First and foremost, our title sponsor, U.S. Bank, followed by our gold sponsors, Ferguson Wellman and Cascade Natural Gas.
We also have our silver sponsor, Bentel, as well as our video sponsors, Webfoot, Redmond Proficiency Academy, and Northwestern Home Loans.
Thank you all so much for your help in making this campaign a reality.
Now, let's get started with our first featured story of the day.
What better place to start than with one of our wonderful video sponsors, Redmond Proficiency Academy.
RPA prides themselves on the notion that unique times call for unique learning opportunities. They recognize that they are not a traditional school and that each of their students have a unique educational background. They prioritize crafting experiences and content that helps each student realize and obtain their individual goals and dreams.
The fine folks over at RPA have prepared a short video where they detail what being resilient means to them as an organization. Let's take a listen.
I think the relationship between creativity and resilience is that sometimes you come across issues that maybe the first way of trying to solve it is unsuccessful, and resilience and creativity really pair well together because you're able to creatively find other solutions and keep pushing through it until you're on the other side.
I think that's an important part of that because failure is a key part of creativity. We got to try stuff until something works, and you're never sure exactly what attempt is going to be the one that changes the world. And so creative people have to be resilient, and it's important that you keep trying, keep pushing ahead until you find that one solution. And so one of the things that we always encourage people to do, including our students and our staff, is to try something new. We can always get back to where we've been from, right? So anytime we talk about school improvement, we talk about where are we headed, because we know exactly how to get back to where we were. So having to change it, try something new, and be creative is essential to get us to where we want to be.
I believe that resilience at its core is a matter of individually finding that belief that things can improve, and then on a broader scale, the resilience of a community and knowing when it's time to turn and ask for help, knowing where to look for that help, and the resilience of others to be able to provide that help. And so I think resilience is actually people knowing how to come together to support one another, and people being willing to be vulnerable enough to be honest when they need that support.
After opening their doors in 2009 to 150 eager students, their concept has grown and evolved with the needs of the community to now serve over 900 unique students. While COVID has created obstacles for both conventional and non-conventional schooling methods, RPA remains positive that they will grow through this experience and come out stronger on the other side.
Growing up, many of us had dreams of one day becoming a pilot and flying to new and exciting places. Thanks to Leading Edge Flight Academy, local residents have had the opportunity to have their dreams become a reality.
Early on in the COVID pandemic, Leading Edge had to close their doors for several months while they transformed their platform to prioritize the safety and well-being of both their instructors and students. They developed their infectious disease prevention plan to help mitigate the risk of COVID while continuing to provide education for their students.
They have provided a great video that features some of their protocols in place. Check it out.
In addition, Leading Edge has been a key partner to COCC and has led their aviation program for the last 12 years. Their platform has attracted students both locally and regionally to provide them with a pathway to their dream career.
Now we are going to shift to another great story of innovation and perseverance.
The folks over at Shift are passionate about addressing critical modern-day issues. They do this through the use of potent, powerful technology, virtual reality.
COVID-19 presented a unique and rapidly evolving challenge for our frontline heroes, healthcare workers. By acting swiftly to build a barrier-free training that can be delivered anywhere in the world, they were able to serve where the world needed them the most.
They quickly realized how needed virtual reality was as a training mechanism for compliance and health safety. Within no time, they brought on a team of advisors from the healthcare space, opened a $1 million note round, made their first non-founder hire, and began expanding their client base.
They continue to make strides in education surrounding healthcare as well as diversity inclusion. In addition, they are advocates for increasing women's presence in STEM fields and inspiring a new generation of leaders. With more and more small businesses populating our community, the need for communal and affordable workspace becomes a high demand.
Our fine friends over at The Haven opened their doors just 6 months before COVID struck in our community. While they didn't have the time to build a firm foundation to fall back on, they credit their survival to the hundreds of acts of kindness that the community has displayed over the course of the last 9 months.
The Haven co-founder, Carrie Douglas, wanted to share one of the many stories of resilience that have been displayed by the individuals and companies that utilize their space. Let's listen in.
So many stories of resilience have come out of the Haven during this time, but one that I love is one of our members offering to pay for the membership of some Haven members who weren't able to afford the Haven during this time so that they could still benefit from the community and networking and support of the Haven. So we were able to identify some business owners that were also impacted by the pandemic and provide them with a Haven membership thanks to the generosity of one of our members. Those sorts of stories happen all the time between members of the Haven.
Because of their 11,000 square foot facility, they were able to transform their landscape to properly space individuals out and provide a safe work environment.
In addition, they have offered a sliding scale subsidy program to their customers. That meant that their businesses could receive discounts of up to 75% off their normal rental rate to ensure that individuals could keep their productive space in a time when it mattered the most. Many companies rely on showroom-style models in order to showcase their products and capabilities. Due to COVID, this environment was put under constraints that created tough obstacles.
Baptista Tile Company faced these issues early on during the pandemic. While having to reschedule appointments and restructure the ways they gave their personalized service, they quickly got to work on finding solutions for their business.
Like many businesses, they found success with investing their online customer portal. They established a digital calendar that allowed their customers to make appointments with designers, as well as sending out targeted surveys to gain valuable customer feedback.
2020 taught Baptista Tile Company many lessons on the importance of consumer safety and working together with the community. Many of their protocols and innovative concepts will continue to be used to help expand their platform and service for years to come.
Our hospitality businesses have experienced many obstacles from the impacts of COVID. Restaurants and tap rooms have been experiencing changing guidelines that have led to a difficulty in planning for the future.
Humm Kombucha, like many tap rooms, saw immediate changes to the way that they were able to conduct their business. As a company that prides themselves on their interaction with their guests and providing a comfortable lounge space, it was a challenging time.
Their team quickly sprung into action and postponed their operations that could not be performed safely. They transitioned into serving takeout at the front door to help eliminate the need for their consumers to gather inside.
In addition, they saw that ordering online was quickly becoming the national standard. They pivoted their release of a new product line to ship on Amazon. They even partnered with the fine folks over at Deschutes Brewery to provide their employees with extra work during the shutdown.
All of this while taking it upon themselves to donate over $24,000 worth of products to hospitals, medical facilities, food banks, shelters, and schools. They will continue to prioritize working together as a community to weather this unpredictable storm. One of the most important aspects of higher education is in building relationships with your fellow classmates, faculty, and staff. OSU-Cascades holds a firm belief that interaction contributes to the academic and personal success of their students while being critically important for their first-year students.
When the pandemic hit in March 2020 and on-campus life became increasingly limited, conversations took place across campus about how to continue to engage current and incoming students. Surprisingly, it's been the students themselves who have risen to the challenges of the pandemic and developed ways to stay connected and build a healthier campus community.
Over the last 9 months, the students and staff of OSU-Cascades have developed a digital platform where students can share information and find social, academic, and recreational opportunities.
They have also revolutionized their summer engagement and onboarding program for new students that culminated in an impactful Welcome Week campaign.
The students of OSU Cascade have played a key role in creating a healthier student community while maintaining positive attitudes.
Hi there, I'm a Ben Beeve. I wear my face covering in public spaces, I wash my hands often, and I branch out and maintain a safe distance from others. I'm a Beaver, and my actions help to create a safer and healthier community. And it's all worth it because we're all in this together. So, will you join me?
Our next generation of community leaders are leading by example and contributing to the perseverance and innovations being displayed in our community.
Now we would like to tell the story of another one of our video sponsors for the SAGE campaign, Northwestern Home Loans.
Northwestern Home Loans has deep ties in the Central Oregon community. They were also our award winner for the Small Business of the Year at the 2019 SAGE Awards.
While the COVID pandemic has been a difficult time for all businesses, Northwestern Home Loans has been fortunate enough to grow and expand their operations during this time. They have been utilizing their platform to give back to the community through increasing their labor force, delivering more competitive pricing, and improving the lives of their employees and customers.
As part of their community improvement efforts, they are first and foremost proud of raising funds for Warrior Impact, a nonprofit owned by Matthew Bassett, owner of Northwestern Home Loans. Warrior Impact helps raise funds which are used to send our country's struggling heroes through a 6-day program called Save a Warrior. This year, even without their yearly fundraising events, they were able to raise over $30,000 to ensure that 7 more heroes could attend the program.
They have also taken it upon themselves to increase their support of local business by matching their employees' donations to community causes such as Street Dog Hero and Warrior Outfitters. In addition, the owners were able to purchase an abundance of gift cards from local restaurants and give them to clients as thank you gifts.
Northwestern Home Loans created a video to highlight the local companies they have supported over the last 9 months and would like to share it with you today. Let's take a look.
The last 2 months where we were shut down for only takeout, the community's definitely come together to support us and take care of us. We feel the love 100%. Besides the fact that we've had such a great support from the community, some businesses are definitely struggling and they really need your support.
All of us in the restaurant industry are just battling, as well as so many other industries around during this COVID. And we really appreciate the local support. It's been a tremendous feeling to have so much support from the local community. And I think we're going to make it through this strongly. And I just wish you all the best and good health to everyone.
Blessed and humbled by the amount of support that we've gotten from the community and from our clientele here in Central Oregon. I'm encouraged to get together and see our fellow businesses begin to thrive again.
Northwestern Home Loans has taken it upon themselves to lead by example and help support their surrounding community. They firmly believe that a community is stronger when we are all working together.
Without much foundation, small business owners are using their creativity to identify new ways of persevering through their COVID challenges.
Wren and Wild is a business dedicated to the health and wellness of our community by providing skincare and makeup that's non-toxic and cruelty-free. With the onset of the pandemic in March of 2020, they quickly learned that they needed to expand their operation digitally to stay ahead of projected trends.
Creative ideas such as self-care kits and online consultations help to keep their brand relevant while providing much-needed services to the Central Oregon community. Their belief in helping others discover beauty and wellness has allowed them to persevere through these challenges.
In addition, they were able to prioritize promoting other local small and women-owned businesses while even hiring local artists to help design some of their new product releases. With small businesses being the heart and soul of our community, our support is needed now more than ever.
Raising the next generation of leaders is crucial to the success of our community and country. Heart of Oregon Corps is Central Oregon nonprofit that specializes in equipping local youth with job skills training and empowering them to believe in their abilities.
During the onset of the pandemic, they quickly shifted to an online forum to make sure that their students were on track to obtain their GEDs and high school diplomas. They are proud to report that those students have persevered and succeeded despite the drastic pivot in their platform.
After returning to the office in early July and the development of a 25-page COVID protocol handbook, the staff at Heart of Oregon Corps was able to prioritize the safety of their staff and students while continuing to expand their work in the community.
They were fortunate to receive Payroll Protection Plan funding, which supported staff and Corps member wages through the end of September. Due to this funding, other successful fundraising efforts, and reducing program costs, they were able to close their 1920 fiscal year net positive.
Heart of Oregon staff and leadership are prepared to do what it takes to make sure Central Oregon youth have access to programs that prepare them for successful futures, no matter the obstacles. Their programs offer long-term benefits, not Band-Aid solutions. They are grateful to continue offering these opportunities during the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. The management of a homeowner association is an important job, but it does not always mean you're always the most popular company.
Luckily for Aperion Management Group, they take great pride in their work and in providing their communities with a clean environment and plenty of amenities.
Like many businesses, including Aperion, pivoting was the name of the game. While they had to unfortunately close many of the popular neighborhood perks such as swimming pools and common areas, they were able to fill the gaps with worthwhile and meaningful additions.
These additions have been campaigns and projects that are based around the idea of making a difference. This included a Help Your Neighbor in Need marketing campaign, food bank drives for the Giving Plate, and spreading awareness for wildfire relief initiatives.
They have held a firm belief that innovation and change are necessary to improving our community. Embracing these challenges has allowed them to make their resolve stronger for the future.
Restaurants, bars, and in the case of Central Oregon, breweries, have had a hard road the last 9 months. With consistently changing guidelines for operations, it's made it difficult to predict and plan for the future.
Crux Fermentation has spent the last 9 months with their heads down and their feet moving while consistently addressing their challenges to maximize their situation.
In March, they immediately transitioned their operations to online ordering. In order to move the beer they had in tanks, they offered a growler exchange program and used universal labeling to more quickly package their products.
On the production side of their business, they quickly had to transition their product mix from 60% draft and 40% cans to 90% cans and virtually no draft beers.
While it has not come without its obstacles, Crux has been able to keep the shelves stocked and the bellies of Central Oregonians full throughout the pandemic. They even took advantage of the opportunity to offer 30% discounts to all industry and hospitality workers during the early months of the pandemic.
While it is great to celebrate the resiliency of our local businesses and the community as a whole, we understand that we are not out of this storm yet.
Businesses are still faced with difficult challenges every day, and we're here to help.
We want to reiterate that there are resources available. CentralOregonSOS.com is a collaborative effort led by all Central Oregon chambers, city officials, and educational institutes to provide business owners with valuable information on funding, protocols, and new COVID information.
CentralOregonSOS.com is a resource for not just employers, but employees as well. Visit the website and utilize their platform to gain valuable information into what assistance is available.
And now we have reached the end of our second video release for 2020 SAGE Stories of Resilience. We are so honored to bring these stories of resilience into the homes and workspaces of Central Oregonians.
While this pandemic may make us feel hopeless at times, it is these inspiring stories that give us confidence that we will come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Look for our third Stories of Resilience episode to release next week.
Stay safe and healthy out there, and from everyone here at the Bend Chamber of Commerce, thank you.